Good afternoon, Westlake. Welcome to our fourth broadcast of 2022.
Today we'll be diving into why people like band and learning more about different aspects of depression and how to help.
We also have a live guest interview from Peyton Larson with Mallory and Sadie. I'm Derek Anderson.
And I'm Savannah Otley. Today is and this is The Hammer. The speaker's on, by the way.
Yeah, tell them that speaker's on up there. Welcome back to this week's episode of The Hammer. Taking Pro Start next year, get an application from Mrs. Wilson in room B123. Thunder Vision is also taking applications. See the QR code on Mr. Pickett's door for more information.
That's right. You should join these clubs to make for fun next year. Don't want to get a ticket? Remember to park in the right parking spot that corresponds to your parking pass. Also, make sure to keep that parking pass in the right bottom corner of your front windshield to make it easier to spot.
Paying the parking tickets are no fun. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. We now go to a video made by Jonah and Savannah Otley about the aspects of depression and how to get help.
I think of anxiety and fear.
I think of isolation and not knowing what to do with your life.
I think of loneliness and difficulty being your true self. Sadness happens all the time. It's okay to be sad, but sometimes depression can be overwhelming, and sometimes it's a virus. It can take over your whole life.
Sadness is an emotion. Depression is a chemical imbalance in somebody's head that causes sadness and imbalanced emotions. It's somewhat of a limbo, and I think people don't completely understand it, and there's not a lot of empathy in that area.
I would tell them that I'm there for them if they need me, and I love them, and I would give them a hug.
I'll be there for them, and I can help them through it, and it's gonna be hard, and I know it's challenging, but it's something a lot of people deal with, so you're not alone.
I would just tell them that I may not understand or can completely comprehend what they're going through, but I'm here for them, and I want them to know that I have their back.
Wow, I really learned a lot. It's nice to get a student's perspective on something that serious. Now we'll be seeing a video by Caleb and Ammon about why students like bands.
Today we are asking kids from Westlake Band, asking why they joined band and how it's going. What are your guys' names?
I'm Dylan.
My name is Jessica.
My name is Mason Riano.
Riley.
I'm interviewing Mr. Brady, the band teacher. What made you guys want to join band?
People came to my elementary school and showed us what they were, and it sounded cool, so I did it.
I kind of decided in 7th grade when I was first in band that I wanted to do it because my band teacher was really awesome, and I had a lot of fun learning the saxophone and the clarinet. My band director kind of let me do both. I don't know, just a lot of fun, so I just decided then and there that that's what I was going to do.
I thought it would be really fun, and it looked like fun, and also my dad said I should, so I did.
What instruments do you guys play?
We both play clarinet. French horn and trumpet, mostly.
I play the trumpet.
Percussion.
Percussion. What's your favorite percussion instrument?
Probably snare marimba.
Snare or marimba. Those are some pretty cool instruments too.
Do you have any funny stories from your band kids or while you were in band?
I remember throwing myself against the wall to get some laughs from people, and that was really dumb, but I did it.
Are you planning on doing band in the future?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you.
Man, band seems awesome. We now take a break in our announcements. We have Peyton interviewing Mallory and Sadie, two of our very own softball players.
Thanks, Derek. Hi, I'm Peyton, and I'm here with Sadie and
Mallory.
Okay, spring sports are coming up. Do you guys play any spring sports?
Yep, I play softball.
I play softball. Cool. Okay, what positions do you guys play?
So I'm pitcher and outfield.
I'm second base and outfield.
All right, when are tryouts for softball?
February 28th and March 1st.
And then when does your season start?
Our first game is March 7th.
You heard it here. Go to their first game. Okay, what is your guys' favorite thing about softball?
I just really like how you kind of get a family and you kind of make good friendships and build team spirit, and then you also learn so many cool things like just how to push yourself, and yeah.
Thanks. What about you, Mel?
I like the work ethic that we've built, and I like how the team can hang out off and on the field, and we can all have a good time every time.
Okay, what is your favorite memory about softball?
My favorite memory is probably when we played Pleasant Grove and we beat them with a walk-off home run. And I think we got nominated or we won like Game of the Year award at Thunder Awards, but it was super cool. And it was nice to see our team just work together and kind of finally defeat a hard team that we've had trials playing before.
That's awesome. What is your favorite memory?
I like the bus rides to and from games. They're always so hype, and we always blast music every time, and we never sit down.
That's awesome. Thanks, guys. And now back to you.
Thanks. Thanks, Peyton. And thank you, Mallory and Sadie, for joining our show today. Go softball. Speaking of sports, want to play golf? Tryouts are on February 28th at 3 p.m. at Talons Cove. If you have any questions, go talk to Mrs. Sedgwick. You can find her in the H Hall trailer.
Man, golf is so fun. Attention everyone, Sweethearts is here. Saturday, February 12th from 8 to 11 in the Commons. Tickets are $25 in the finance office. To end things off today, we have Preston Bennett on our magic window with a segment called War Tactics.
All right, thank you very much. I'll be talking to you about war tactics. Not a lot of people know enough about one of the most interesting, important topics in history, and I'm here to change war tactics exactly what they sound like, and there are many of them. One of the most effective strategies was lightning warfare, or blitzkrieg in German. It was all about hitting hard and fast. One of it was to send all of your forces at once to overpower your enemy. It usually consisted of tanks clearing out bigger and more important weapons, while planes bombed the enemy positions, destroying them and flushing out the troops, at which point your own troops can pick off the retreating enemy soldiers. There's also guerrilla warfare, which unfortunately doesn't include any guerrillas. It involves brutal hit-and-run tactics and traps to defeat a greater foe. It is usually used as a defensive strategy where the defendants know the area better than their attackers, such as in Vietnam. There are some simpler strategies than that, but nonetheless effective. These are charging at the enemy, ambushing the enemy, and skirmishing, which is basically just smaller, more manageable engagements across the battlefield. However, all of these are useless if you don't focus on your greatest strength. For instance, the Germans used the blitzkrieg strategy because of their superior planes and tanks. At the time, Britain would have focused on using their navy, and France would have focused on running away. Now you may be wondering, what is the US's strength? Simply put, it is our superior aerial forces. The US always abuses our air superiority against our enemies in any large-scale engagement by taking the air zone and supporting our ground troops with precision bombs. Thank you for your time, and back to you.
Thanks, Preston, for that segment on war tactics. That's all we have for today.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time here on The Hammer.